show. It always had great sound because that's what the background that I came from. So when I was DJing, I was like, what do you mean? No lights. Like, what do you mean? No, like, nah, that's what it's gotta have.
Yeah, stage already said.
So the homie Word will say, like, I'm the one that brought the EDC type, like, lighting to hip hop. Because nobody was doing that shit before I was doing it, but I didn't know no other way. It was because the shop always rented lights. So I was like, yo, I'm taking these to my party, and I'm gonna take this shit. Now it's a production for me. Like, I gotta always make sure that you guys as artists, when you get on stage with me, it's the best possible fucking experience. And she takes the best possible picture. So for that picture to be dope, I gotta set up these lights right. I gotta have the light dim right. I gotta have this fog machine cracking so that this laser beam will go past your head in this picture.
There's synergy to it, most certainly.
On top of spin the records the right way, make sure that your set goes flawless and shit like that. But it's always a production, bro, and I try to give you guys the best so that every experience, when you walk away from the stage, like, yo, Nympho's the best DJ doing it because he played it from my phone when I needed to. He played it from a CD when I needed to. Whatever the fuck, the show continued, and this girl took a dope ass flip of it. Like that's what I'm trying.
All
to
the
show.
energy you put into there, it can tell during the show too. You know what I'm
transitions,
saying?
you know,
the vibe
boom.
comes out for sure.
Now it goes on social media. Now it spreads even more. Somebody likes it, shares it, and so on and so forth. Snowball. Good vibes all around.
Good energy brings back energy.
And it doesn't even matter. Very. You know,
that's a big step for you know him not being in rock, but he touches rock hip hop.
Yeah, he touches rock for sure. He did that performance with Aerosmith.
Oh yeah. Keep my voice.
If you perform with Aerosmith, yeah, boy. I just saw a picture of him with Dan Bilzerian.
Yeah, he's definitely the new poster child.
Man, I like Post, man. I root for that kid, man. I want him to do well.
No, yeah,
for sure. Makes good music.
I think
in contention, definitely in contention.
I think that Astro World is pretty up there too, though, for albums.
I think the Astro World's got two super strong songs. Like that Stargazing to me is super strong.
Stargazing, okay.
Just as soon as the album opens, that one really like opens the curiosity gate to listen to the whole thing. You know? Let alone coming off his last project.
He taps in, right?
Yeah. And in sicko mode, obviously, I feel like Drake is like, if you're a king, he's the ace coming through with the blackjack. You feel me? Like this, if you get him featured, it's a sure shot.
Yeah, that solidifies you.
It's really a sure shot. I mean, like you just come with something that's like even somewhat decent. You know?
He got a couple more. He got a couple more. He got the one with Sway Lee. That's really good.
Yeah.
He got the Stop Trying to Be God.
Yeah.
They saying that's like a Kanye diss.
Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one. And you got Drake on a song, and this whole little chippiness. But whatever, I feel like they're all, come the next big event, they'll be lounging together somewhere at the Rockefeller reunion, or like, you know what I'm saying? If there's a Rockefeller lunch,
Yeah, that's how
Diddy White Party, they're all gonna see each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Diddy goes lavish, ain't nobody missing that party.
Name of the game,
Name of the game.
But you gotta get it out there. It's your
Look
word.
at Nicki. Nicki's just going off right now, you know?
I don't know about that.
She's wild.
Putting everybody's name out of her mouth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's going off from the mouth. You know what I'm saying? Off of the mouth.
Woo!
She's
wow.
She's pushing. She's trying to get that number one. You know.
Oh yeah, I mean.
Well, it's because she fucked up.
She has a couple of really big bangers on that.
She sat there and didn't put Tekashi on her fucking album.
She added that song.
After his song went platinum.
She tried to put his
for me
his on her so she could make hers.
Out of everything with that, honestly, and I'm not trying to go back to this. I'm not trying to be like, standing this dude, but I'm surprised she didn't have a feature from Drake. Like, I'm surprised because he did Look Alive, he did that song with Lil Baby, Indeed, he did, and these are songs that are making numbers, like they're in the Billboard. I felt like that would have been a good business decision all around. It would benefit Drake anyways, we would tap into her fans, you know what I mean, because she got some loyal fans.
They don't see eye to eye though right now, so.
Man.
I want to really work out too
put that away for a sec. Even if they would have worked out some sort of like an email situation, maybe on a song for Weezy, you know what I mean? It's somehow incorporated.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, that's an
the
album.
tension there that brings weird vibes even in the studio. You know what I'm saying?
I want to see what happens with Carter 5, man.
They got enough money to not ever be in the studio and still do something.
Oh yeah, send it through. Yeah, for sure. But
and
you know what I'm saying?
Like, ain't about that. It's about getting plaques. It's about doing numbers. It's about accomplishments.
Well, that's what happened on that motorsport track with the Migos.
With Cardi and
Cardi, yeah, they all sent the tracks over or whatever, and then Nicki didn't want to be on the track because how she was, not in the spotlight.
Who knows though? In another angle, maybe they did that just so they can sell more records. You know, talk of the minute, because it happened right then. You know.
Yeah, but Cardi was taking a spot right then. You know,
Cardi's rising.
Look, I'm gonna say it right now. Like, the best move Cardi could make is dropping an album, because Nicki's over there throwing attention chat to him about her shit not going platinum. And if Cardi B drops an album, that motherfucker will go platinum.
I agree on that, and I agree. Any female
she's rising so fast. She even forfeited the situation with Bruno for the time being. A tour. She had a tour with Bruno Mars. We're talking about Bruno Mars.
Wow.
People can say whatever they want, but that dude is a beast.
He's a genius.
He's a beast, right? So she gave that up. And I think that would have benefited her, given that she has an album that's already doing so well in the charts.
But when was the tour, though?
She has a child. It's just now, but she just dropped out because she's focused on the kid. She's the new mother. I don't even have kids, but I'm saying.
But hear me out in this, though. That actually benefits her career. Because everybody's always like, she's a fucking slut. She's like, oh, da-da-da-da. She's a stripper. Oh, she actually took the good mother route? Wow, she's a good mother? Now you're gaining a fan base that you never expected.
Right.
Hey, there's redemption.
You see what I'm saying? So,
there's a form of redemption. In some people's eyes. Not that she has to redeem herself.
And by all means, like, man saying, yo, stay home and take care of your fucking child. The business will be there when you need it to be. But your kid needs a mother.
She's definitely taking
the right
a
thing.
good role model stance.
Exactly.
I'll give her that. I'll give her that.
That's
and she's fun, she's a fun artist. She's quirky, she's fun, she's diverse,
And she's still keeping her following up by being on the internet and talking her shit on Instagram or whatever.
Yeah.
So her following still is getting what they want from her.
Her album's doing numbers like that I Like It track with Bad Bunny, and the whole Latin's right now is pushing.
That's what I was just gonna say. I'm like, that's why I like the fact that
it's in right now.
She's
that's
putting
why I'm
in
mad at Remedy for exposing that fucking track. It's his first fucking Latin track.
That is no, they put in numbers. Bad Bunny, man. I don't even understand Spanish, but I enjoy some of that music so much. Like I know about so many of those artists. They're coming out. They're coming into, they're tapping into new markets. And she's smart. I think she should rap in Spanish more.
What do you think about Spanish trap rap in that field?
Trap rap in Spanish?
Yeah, that's like a new genre.
It works when it's executed right.
Yeah, totally.
It sonically flies,
Right.
I listen to French rap a lot. I don't understand a lick of French, but I listen to French rap.
They're dope, bro.
I enjoy French rap, man.
They're dope.
I think the Europeans have something to say too.
I forgot. I believe it was. I haven't for a minute, but NTS. I think it was some group in France, in French underground. And these motherfuckers went in, man. I didn't even know what the hell they were saying, but I'm like, yo, that cadence is something.
No, like music's gonna transcend. They're gonna say whatever's doing good in America, they're gonna try to do it everywhere.
So America's the NBA, the shit. Ain't no fucking arguments about it.
For how it's so simple though, like how you can hop on those Spanish tracks, especially if you just, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
That's how the VR tracks right now. They're kind of getting a little saturated.
I've actually been studying Spanish a little bit because I want to incorporate Spanish, not to that extent, not where I'm fully. I mean, if I can bust it like that clean, fuck it, I'll do it,
We have
just like little touches of words,
We have a friend that raps in Spanish and French and
That's
English and Conde. Conde.
Yeah, a dear friend of mine raps in 4 languages. Amazing. He's gonna be shy.
Coat loan? I know Coat loan.
I know him, but I wouldn't call him a friend.
I hear you. Merci de fuego, speaking in Spanish.
Yeah.
It's in the blunt.
Huh? What happened?
You asked for the fire, it's in the blunt.
Oh. All day, stay in the blunt. Yeah, man. I think it's cool how they can bring that genre up, though, for sure. I've been in the studio with a couple people, so it's just like,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, a couple little lines like that, like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So, I appreciate it too. I'm with it, I'm for it.
Yeah. What album do you think's album of the year this year so far?
I know motherfuckers already have feelings about it, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. The Eminem album.
The Eminem?
Like, hands down. And everybody got, you know, their opinion on it. This beef with MGK,
Man,
it has weirdly taken the forefront, but let's be honest.
It's funny, it's not the 10th end, though. It's not the 10th end.
But look, the truth of the matter is Eminem put out an album to dead mumble rap. And that's exactly what he did with the album.
I think he also did it because his brand with his last album.
Oh, absolutely. But the message that I got was,
but he's the greatest. Like, he
bars.
really is. Like, he's the greatest.
Bring bars back to rap. Like, rappers, you have to rap.
He was like the ending to all of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
He's the man.
It was Dre, and 50.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Classics.
That era was cut off, and he's right there like, hey, this is not gonna go down. If I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go out like this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? On anything.
And M is a lyrical genius. The
Most
double entendre with the wordplay.
Who is MG? I mean, I feel you, MG. No disrespect.
He went in though. He did his thing. You gotta respect it from a hip hop head.
I really,
you know what I mean?
I feel it, but come on, man. M really did drop.
He's the only one to respond.
Man.
At least he married himself the courage to.
There's no
to get himself a
loser in that
response.
beat.
No,
Market wise, there's no loser. Like
I'm excited to hear what Eminem has to say. Like
exactly.
Eminem is gonna come with some.
No,
Eminem's got a track record of just
even
offing motherfuckers. But is he gonna jaw rule him, or is he gonna not? Is he just gonna, you know, take a hit and bounce? You know, whatever.
But okay,
MGK's getting a bunch of buzz right now.
He's gonna. I mean, you're going after a legend. Yeah, that's like
but
when Drake was hitting on Jay-Z and that little beat started.
Is he getting as much buzz as M's getting though?
Nobody gets buzz like him, man.
So it's like, so
M is that one.
Do I
M is Neil.
Do I keep feeding this kid, or do I just shut up and not let this kid eat me anymore? Cause his buzz right now off that track's gonna fucking die out.
Are you kidding me? How is this not gonna benefit Eminem if he doesn't reply back? Think about it.
If he does, or if he doesn't?
If he does, because he has an album right now out, all he could do is fucking come out with some like 3-track deluxe on his ass, just like lyrical slaughter on 3 songs, make it a deluxe.
Yeah.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
show like, yo, I can afford to do a way better video than your low budget video.
Man.
Let's talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Man, I should do some relations, man. That shit is like media relations.
So look, you better reach out and get the video to him right today. What's wrong? Man. Be like, look, the homie say you should shoot 6 videos, but we gonna only budget you for 3.
We're gonna cut it in half real quick. Yeah. I think that would be a little package to do something after 3.
Think about what if he goes all out on him on some 3 tracks?
I'll do 3 for 50.
You know? Oh, you mean that? Talking about the album.
Yeah, like on Scorpion, right? Meek and Drake. And
Drake got a good album. He put out a good big album.
Beef. After he didn't think he was gonna put it in there, we threw it in there.
I said
nobody gave a fuck as soon as his album came out. He has a secret child. You can say anything you want. That
bro,
was just
I was talking about that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna go ahead and say, Pusha T probably did the I'm in my feelings challenge. That's how big that shit was. Like everybody was like, yo, Pusha T bodied him. But then as soon as that I'm in my feelings dropped,
but Pusha T, I've heard him admit
everybody was doing the challenge.
Yeah.
Nobody knew Pusha T who. Cause everybody was
Pusha T clips. Grinding. That shit was big.
But that's how everybody threw it back. Like what? But still,
look, we knew him because we were the backpackers. We were the motherfuckers listening to the B-side shit. But like,
I was bumping Pusha like, whew.
Yeah, but like, the mass market didn't give a fuck about Pusha T. Let's be honest.
No, yes.
It wasn't relevant at the time right now. But
even
that's
like
when you throwing glass.
Drake is always Drake though. At the end of the day,
we cared about the clips. We didn't give a fuck about Pusha T. We wanted to hear the clips when it was NERD producing.
Yeah.
Neptune.
Other than the individual careers, never.
I don't know. That last album we put, I got rave reviews. That album, that little.
It was a
EP,
good album though.
It was amazing. The production was incredible on it. I gotta give it.
It was one of the better ones out of the whole rollout.
Kanye pulled out gems.
Has he ever done as good as one of Drake's worst albums? That's my question.
Numbers wise, of course not.
Not solo enough.
Drake is always Drake at the end of the day.
Drake's that dude.
It's a fucking machine.
You know, it's so
bro.
funny.
Yeah.
Remember,
Put this in, get this out. No matter what you put in, this is what's gonna come out the other end.
dude, I'll never forget this. I was messing with this girl in 2009. Shit, let's see, 9, 10, and we kept arguing. About Drake, he's gonna be big, and I kept telling him like, yo, this guy is going to fucking murk it. And now she moved to New York, and we always, every time we talk, she goes like, since like 2-3 years ago, she's like, shit, you were fucking right. I can't believe it, because she was so adamant about him not making it, but she didn't understand that appeal that he holds globally is unreal.
Oh, that's mulattoes are winning.
I think he's the most streamed artist ever, or like he's up there with like Bieber for sure. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure he's unreal.
Mm-hmm.
And he's on his grind too. That fool's doing shows, putting out singles that are making, you know, I'm gonna go. You guys are gonna think I'm crazy, but I think J-Rock's album
You not crazy for that one?
up there, man.
I'm not gonna lie. I
Wait,
haven't listened to all things.
Nipsey put his out this year.
Yeah.
2018 has been
So,
the best
wait.
album drop.
You keep
I
thinking of
don't
more
know.
albums,
Yeah,
more albums,
years.
right?
J. Cole.
Nipsey's up. Nipsey's
J.
album.
Cole.
J. Cole
Nipsey.
album.
And Nipsey.
J-Rock.
Ooh, Nipsey went in.
Yeah, Nipsey.
Travis Scott.
Yeah, but Nipsey went in. Dude, I bumped Nipsey.
Yeah.
Maybe because I'm in Cali, I'm in Cali, I love.
Oh, representing the West, of course.
No, but Nipsey went in like, his shit was so like slick hustling. You know
Yeah,
what
it's
I mean?
educational at
It
the
was
same
slick
time. Yeah.
hustling. It was street talk. It was smooth.
It's
Like-
man, that's inspiring to me. Nipsey
It was the
is
444 of the
Nipsey's
streets.
dope, man. I got a lot of
Yes.
respect for Nipsey.
It was an unlock.
The
for real. It was a
444
key.
for the streets.
It was a key for real.
Yeah.
Dude, man.
He's always.
I love to hear
He's always
Nipsey
giving
and-
back. I love people who give
Like
back.
Nipsey and Andy, like an Anderson dude, that could be a cool ass feature.
Nipsey, okay.
Nipsey and Anderson.
I'm about to say, you gonna pull up a list?
Put down the
I'm
record,
actually
man.
gonna go live on Facebook.
Oh.
Some niggas like are funny about that shit.
Nah, you're right. I gotta pull up the all the albums that dropped this year.
Yeah, we can make it. We should
And
have
go
little
through them
topics.
Jones.
So I'm here with the homies, we're smoking blunts. Well, I'm not smoking blunts, I'm smoking joints. But whatever. We got a question. What is the album of the year? Oh shit.
What is the album of the year?
Album of the year.
I gotta think about this for a sec, but Nipsey's definitely up there in consideration. J-Rock's up there. I don't want to be biased, but does Post Malone count? Because if he counts, I'm putting him up there.
Man,
As far as like,
whatever
what he's
counts.
done.
Whatever counts.
yeah,
Like,
Post made it.
what you thinking over there?
We can do your top 5, I guess.
Shit, top 5. That could be cool. That could be switched up.
Album of the year.
Travis Scott,
A lot of good albums. A lot of really good
J-Rock.
What's y'all
J-Rock
listening
and
to?
Nips, man, they went and did their thing.
Yeah, they were tongue twisted. They wrapped your mind around, the business aspect as well.
For example, like I loved YG's like Deeper Than Rap. That song. I don't know, as soon as I play that shit.
Oh yeah, he's always on that Get Live party shit too,
Anyways, I was just curious, what's Facebook listening to? Leave that shit in the comments.
Drake got a Michael Jackson sample on his.
Yeah.
That
Astro
holds
World.
weight by itself.
Black Panther, the Carter's album came out this year. Scorpion, Victory Lap,
Scorpion was fire.
Kanye album.
We gonna bring you in the room. What's up, player? Stormy, fucking Black Heat.
Hey.
You said,
Oh, see? J. Cole's up there, yes.
The new M.
Eminem's already in there.
We were just talking about that new M and MGK beef. What's your
we talked about that. That's actually who I talked about it earlier with.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
Eminem is murder.
how you feel about that beef?
I think it's the best thing for the culture right now. With all of this And people watering down the industry so much, taking away the creative part of the art, you know what I'm saying? I love this shit. I love this shit, but I do think it's gonna come out on the upper end. You know, doing the whole shit on my live earlier. I don't know, but I'm happy that I'm happy that Machine Gun Kelly had the kind of response that he did, because he didn't hold any punches when he came out.
Right.
So he came out like he's supposed to, which is gonna force him to go back into the lab and come back with something more creative.
Yeah, but Emma's gonna go.
So that's what we touched on too. Is like
he gonna respond?
You think he's gonna respond, or does he have to respond?
Yeah.
He has to.
Yeah, 100% completely obligated to respond, seeing as he's the one that started the whole. He decided he wanted to put people in his crosshairs. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
People in the deal, whatever is gonna happen, and you know him is gonna handle his beats accordingly.
Right. M is pretty calculated too, though. So I think like if he allows people to get in his crosshairs, I feel like he's ready to come back. You know what I mean, with some counters.
Right. Him is too premeditated. So
exactly.
So he was thinking 3 songs before anything that was gonna happen. That's why when I was surprised when he hopped on my lot, let me know like niggas not ready to drop right now. You know, I took up to the album basically. And I didn't say anything about any song on the album until I understood every single thing he was saying on it. So I had a chance to listen to every single song in and out.
Right.
Got Kelly is, because think about it, this is only the first of all of those people that got this is going to respond.
But that's the thing, he's the only, he let's look at it from another theory, from another direction, like a marketing. M just put out an album. MGK's doing this. First of all, gives him kind of respect for having the balls to go with somebody who's, the greatest. And second, it's like, let's just say one's making $100 million off it with him, being that he'll slaughter him, further promote his album, etc. MGK may make $10 million off that. $10 million is respectfully, you know what I mean? Like they're benefiting from it. 7 million views in one day on his song,
This battle can solidify MGK's position as one of those underrated rappers that can hang with the Nas.
Yeah, he got a big movement with the lace-up thing,
Yeah, he has a big movement, but the hip-hop crowd is predominantly Latino and African-American supporters, you know what I'm saying? That would technically be MGK cross-bridging because he performs on a lot of rock platforms, you know what I'm saying? That's his shit.
Yeah, he's currently touring with Fall Out Boy.
Yeah, so that to me, that in itself is dope. So you got this kid that's like on the stage with all these rockers, but he's able to hold his own.
Yeah, but he's a spitter, man. He spits, he's got that little rapid fire, very, sometimes comparable to Yellow, Yellow Wolf.
But that's also another reason that maybe he's not on everybody's radar in the hip hop community, you know what I'm saying? Because he also does the other lanes, you know what I'm saying? He's on tour.
He's an actor too.
Yeah. To where I don't listen to too much MGK. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing to say from a DJ standpoint, but I got a few of his records, but it's not anything that I would say, hey, I'm gonna go listen to this shit right quick.
I listen to MGK, I'd say that. I listen to MGK. I like the Gunner off his last one. I like Paris with Quavo. He did his thing, but Quavo's putting out an album too. That should be interesting. He gave hints that he's putting out an album.
But I do have every single album that Eminem has ever dropped.
Yeah. M is the GOAT, there's no question about it. That's like Jay Rice and Receiver.
Like his rap shit, you have to actually look for MGK's rap shit, but he's a good artist. He's a good all-around artist. You know what I'm saying? And then I think this battle right here is probably one of the better Eminem battles you've seen. Because honestly, type of artist that you're taking a big gamble having a lyrical battle with this guy. Because I think he can develop this entire record.
Yeah, like your whole career could be done right now. Like 50 the job,
Okay, but here's the funny part about this whole shit is we came on asking what was the best album of the year, and we're only talking about Eminem.
Alright, so that's one album.
I guess we're gonna have to say Eminem is the best album of the year.
Right, just because we started off with it. Look.
Not that it's the best, because there are albums that are probably a little bit more cohesive than Eminem. person. So he took the conversation of the best album and said, fuck that best album. I'm gonna ruffle some bitches feather for it.
It's his wordplay too, you know, and he had to come with a little bit more modern production. I still think so. So let's go. So that's one album in the 5. Let's see. Most of us brought up Nipsey here.
It's his second album that he dropped.
Who?
Eminem.
This year? Revival was this year? Or last year?
It was
Revival
December.
was 2017.
It was December.
Yeah, I
Dropped
believe
December. So
Nipsey's album was just like refreshing. It was fun. I think the lyrics were there. I think the whole movement of what he's done, I really have a lot of respect for. He gradually, like, you know, the fans grew with him, people following him, respecting his craft. And that album was like, when it came out, because, you know, Victory Lap was hyped for a minute, you know, but when that album came out, it was like, yo, that shit is clean, you know.
I want to see too. I would like to see artists from the West start pulling more of these niggas' cards too. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see. Let's keep it real. Like, this is the game. California is the game man capital, right? And Pacific Coast niggas go by that are on the streets. So if people have lived that life, made it in or out of that life, you know what I'm saying, or still living that life, I will feel obligated to pull somebody's card if I feel you're not represented correctly. It's like if you're a business executive, if you own this Fortune 500 company, you will fire somebody very quickly for misrepresenting the company.
Yep.
Because that either is losing customers or whatever, but it's fucking up money. So you're going to terminate that quickly. So.
But sometimes bad press could be good press, you know. If you're out of that shit, you know what I mean? If you can start making money, you know what I mean? If you're...
The biggest problem with that shit, like, going back to those Spins days, we fucked with Nipsey Hussle back then. Because the OGs that put us on were from 60s. So, all those motherfuckers being attached
he's
to
still
him.
rapping, like, he ain't switch, you know, he's cool, you know, he's still doing his thing.
But that is what has held Nipsey back. That all that pressing niggas lines and shit, like,
he stayed true to himself. Look where he's at.
yeah, I mean he's making his independent money, but
dude, that's such a beautiful thing to own what you're doing. You know what I mean?
I get that, but
it's a beautiful thing.
We can all say that he'll never get to the level of success that Drake has, right?
Hey, maybe that. Let's.
I would have to say no, simply because Drake is the only Canadian artist you can think of that has platinum albums.
Tory Lanez.
That's tapping into
Tory Lanez.
That's tapping into another genre, though. I feel like
Tory Lanez a rapper, though, man. That fucking spit.
Nipsey's not singing.
Nipsey's a spitter too. Yeah, Nipsey's a spitter.
But either way,
Drake's got the females. Drake's got like all that. You know, he's giving those vibes.
Drake's an anomaly. Like you can't even put him in that same.
Yeah, like
Drake raps. You know, Drake raps.
No, Drake does rap, but like Nipsey's coming from a whole nother ballpark.
Okay, then let's go compare. Then can you put him in the same lane as Eminem,
No.
and ever get that level of success commercially as Eminem?
Who is doing it like Nipsey?
He impacts me differently.
Yeah, who's doing it like Nipsey? I put Nipsey maybe in the category of Jay-Z.
Nipsey
No, I
versus
put
Eminem.
Snoop, honestly.
Or
He's new age
Snoop, or maybe,
Snoop,
but
man.
now, you know, like, cause, you know.
He's new age Snoop. He's got that
He's
unique
gangster
voice.
rap, but he went business.
Nah, my question was like,
that's
can
different
Eminem
output,
or can
you know?
Nipsey reach the same level of success as
He
Eminem?
could shit. I wouldn't put it past Nipsey, man.
I feel like he might have, he's already, you know.
On the indie
Later
route,
than that,
man, he's
yeah.
doing some E40 type shit. You know, I mean, E40 went gold with an album, right? He
Anything
went gold
independent
independently. That was worth more than motherfuckers gold platinum.
I think that's more
Oh,
highly glorified than anything.
it's all
Doing
about a
something
ratio.
independent,
This
you
is
know?
a ratio game, man.
Yeah.
This is like
And-
how much on the dollar are you getting back? What's your net rate?
Yeah, in the time of the culture right now, like
Indie's the way to go. What Nipsey's
Yeah.
doing is amazing.
Nipsey on Dolph, that goes to it right now, like yeah.
Dolph just signed a deal, partnership deal with Empire.
See?
He turned down that 22 million they said, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Dolph's dope.
I do think lyrically Nipsey could hold his own with Eminem strictly because battle rap is all about facts that check out. It's all about facts that check out. It's all about your reputation, and then he has both. You know
I feel what you're saying. I feel the angle, but I feel like Eminem's never been like killed on the track. Let's just say, like, I don't think that would ever happen, ever. I think he's on some Mayweather shit.
I've never personally heard Eminem killed on the track, and to be honest with you guys, I think this is Eminem's first actual battle where the lyricist is at his prime. At the time where Eminem is getting shit started, you know what I'm saying?
Man, Eminem ain't slipping though. He's like Jerry Rice with this guy's Brett Favre.
And that's what a lot of people don't understand. I had to explain that to somebody earlier. I was telling somebody earlier that when it comes down to it, if Eminem dropped one diss track, it's a possibility he has 6 or 7 more ready to go.
Yeah, he ready, man. He got it by the price. He got his shoebox filled with bars. Ready to
I agree on that. I agree on that.
You know what I mean?
M comes prepared to battle. You know.
His double entendre and minis, like I mentioned, you know, that was just.
He didn't put it out there for no reason. Yeah.
He does it effortlessly too, because he's been doing it for so long.
I would like to see Eminem finesse this battle, slow the fast rap it down a little more,
and you know he can. He controls the rhythm on that.
Yeah. I want him to do him how he did Benzino and them niggas when else in the coffin, or how he was doing niggas on others.
You guys remember? Do you remember how he did Fred Durst? Remember the girls?
That was right there. Like,
oh man, but Fred, you said, oh man, that dude went in on it. Oh man, he was slaughtering motherfuckers, man. Remember he did Hail Mary and he got busted on that shit. Oh man, that shit was something.
What happened to Joe Budden?
Who?
Joe Budden is
I just did his last story.
No, he just said he retired from rapping on video. I think he said it on video.
Yeah, he retired. He doing a podcast now.
He's doing a podcast now. You know, he got the bag, you know.
He got a show coming out, State of Hip Hop.
Off camera because I know about some contracts that were signed.
It's a pleasure, man.
Right, yo,
Yeah, appreciate you.
Peace. Low key my iPhone.